There is no particularly fixed or permanent morality, ethics, character, or authenticity in the world for human beings, and there is certainly and simultaneously no fixed, permanent, arbitrary ways of thinking, saying, doing, achieving, and accomplishing things in our lives in accordance with what we want, what we desire, what kind of ambition, purpose, aspiration we choose to entertain into our lives. There is no boundary, limitation, or fixation upon that. We can do as we like, we can achieve as we want, obviously in accordance with our own desires, demands, expectancies, and ambitions, and not absolutely for the others or in accordance with what they think, say, do is their problem and not our business anyway. So, and there might also be many different ways to approach a particular situation, problem, circumstance, condition uh, with which we are confronted and encountered in life. Not because we're not good, but because there are naturally many ways available for ourselves to approach a problem, to approach or introduce ourselves to a situation, to resolve it, or to basically find out different sorts of solutions and to remove our weaknesses, to integrate the shadow, to come to the realization and recognition of all our weaknesses, sorrows, shortcomings, and to realize all that is an absolutely difficult task anyways, because obviously all the people believe that they have everything in their lives, that they know everything, they are all perfect, everything's all right about them. But whatever they don't like, or there's something, if they don't like it, they desperately try to bury, deny, or refuse it inside of themselves. But that remains inside and neither vanishes nor fades into anywhere else, and that becomes the unconscious toxic poison, and also the shadow material, which we call the shadow, that later causes significant problems, interferences, and interruptions, and conflicts, and chaos, confusions, not only in the conscious understanding, but also in the present life of the individual man and the woman who refuse to do the shadow work and integrate their darknesses or bring all of their bad things into the light. So we just have to track the darkness into the light, and until unless we have done that and achieved that sort of character composure, we're always going to remain out of touch with reality. And other people can say all they want, because the majorities are fools and idiots anyways. Obviously the majority of them can think, they cannot do with critical thinking, reason. They don't have independent thinking capacities and reason and sovereignty in thought, action, behavior anyways. All they do is imitate, copy each other's actions, behavior, success at every step. They also talents. So all they do is superficiality, ignorance, arrogance, artificiality at every step of the way in their actions, attitudes, behaviors. There is no newness, originality